Things just get crazier and crazier, don't they? Things just get crazier and crazier. So if you remember, I made a video the other day about the transgender healthcare thing that I saw. Oh, let me show you. Transgender healthcare, right? Said something about it was being rolled back, the protections for transgender people. I can't even find it now because now it's just all about something else. But no. Anyway, so it was something about the healthcare being not protected anymore against discrimination, and it was just a bit kind of odd to me to begin with, and I didn't think how much it was going to really affect anything. If it was going to affect anyone at all, I didn't think it was going to really do much of anything, to be honest with you. Not with me, not with probably most other people. So yeah, but then the other day I see this: debunked. Trans healthcare isn't being rolled back by Trump. Let me actually show this to you here. So, every few months, the media rolls out a new scary headline about LGBT rights being removed. You remember the claim in 2017 that the CDC was banning the word transgender from the work. 2018, the narrative that Trump was taking away the ability for people to legally change their gender. None of these actually happened, but the entirety of the LGBT community seemed to believe these media headlines and never corrected themselves when they didn't come to pass. So here's apparently the truth here. The transgender protection that everyone is hysterical about being revoked was ruled against in court before Trump was even president. It was never law, therefore it is impossible for Trump administration to remove it. The mandate was struck down in 2016 before Trump was inaugurated, which means Obama was still president. In December of 2016, Judge Reed O'Connor in Texas appointed George W. Bush railed against the mandate, stating the following: The rule defines sex bias to include discrimination on the basis of gender identity and termination of pregnancy. So first of all, where the heck did this information come from? Where this headline even came from? What was the basis for it? Well, first of all, look who wrote this. Miss Blair White. Blair Black. But yeah, what was the whole basis and why at that timing to do that, first of all? Now, as I said, I didn't really know how much, this was going to really affect people if those headlines were actually true. I don't know. I don't know what the full truth of everything is, but as I said in that video that I made, I don't think anyone's really going to be affected by it. I really didn't see that happening because it just didn't really make any sense to me why there would be, allowing for discrimination based on your gender identity and your sex. I didn't understand that. So the only thing I could understand is if the doctor doesn't know how to treat patients like you, then they should be able to decline you service because they don't know what to do. So why would you even go to that doctor anyway? But here's what we got to remember about the news media. The news media is always constantly lying. They're always making up false crap. They're always trying to segregate people. The news media is the number one source where they segregate people. Okay? If you watch the news, if you follow online news, it's all to cause fear and to segregate you. Okay, so I was not fearful of whatever that rule was going to be. I was not feeling as though it was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna hate these people for, bringing in this rule and whatever. It's like, no, I'm just going to see what happens and go with it from there. So I don't know, but the truth of the matter is, especially with this president right here, people despise him, okay? People hate him, especially the news media, probably more than any other president. So we have to remember that anything the news media would say is going to try to bash him. Like, let's just not even get into the topic about the drug for the virus that he takes, that the news media intentionally bashed to cause this nonsense with, him taking it and saying it's so deadly, despite the fact that it's probably the most beneficial treatment for the virus. But anyway, and then you have the FDA saying stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not a supporter of either Democrat or Republican. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Biden supporter. I'm not any supporter of any political party or any person who is of that position of power. Now, mind you, it's not to say that there are things that I certainly agree with him on, and there are certainly things that I disagree with him on. But that doesn't mean that I'm a full supporter, that I believe everything that he says and he's doing the right thing 100% of the time, because you can't really look at it like that. I look at people based on their action by action. Just like you're watching me, you may not agree with everything that I say, but I don't know, maybe you would still call yourself a supporter of me. I don't know. But whatever the case is, just know that with any person, any sort of political person, or things that you agree with, things that you disagree, like, there's certainly some things that he said and done that are like, he knows what's going on about this whole virus thing going on. But then I hear things about the vaccine. I'm like, I don't know what you're planning here, sir. I don't know what you're planning here. I don't know if he knows that it's going to be that the vaccine's never going to be made, or that it's going to be extremely deadly if it does get made. But I don't know. All I know is that as I said, and I'm sure it's the same thing with Joe Biden as well, there are things that I would agree with, things that I don't agree with. Okay, so that's just my thoughts. But I do know for a fact that the news media is always out to make him look bad, because a lot of the news sources are Democratic news sources, so they're going to try to portray a certain image and try to divide people more. That's just how it is. Most read. Look, she has the most read. Isn't that amazing? J.K. Rowling isn't transphobic, you're just sensitive. Oh, look. Miss Blair Black again. Incredible. I don't know how she doesn't write much. I mean, it's pretty. Look, and then she got a video. I don't know. I tell you. Anyway, that's just my thoughts at the end of this. It's weird. It's interesting. Who knows what to think? All I know is that I wasn't too concerned. I'm not going to focus on it. Instead, I'm going to focus on this. This is more important to me right now. Here we go. We're looking at TQQQ. Look at that amazingness. And then JNUG. Well, I was going down a little bit here. But I'm going to monitor and see what's... Oh, gosh. Those bars are massive. 260 all the way up to 291. What the heck? I mean, look, you see over here, it's not like that. Anyway, we're not talking about stocks now. That'd be a separate video. So you all take care. I'll catch you later.